Welcome to Muscle in the Morning, brought to you by RxMuscle Labs. Make your mark. I'm Dave Palumbo, and today is Tuesday, October 11th, 2016. And let's find out what's going on in the world of bodybuilding and fitness. Fresh on the heels of another standout 2016 season that included a win at the Crystal Cup and her third consecutive Olympia appearance, IFBB bikini powerhouse Noi Alexander is already back on the grind. Earlier in the week, Alexander released some footage from a recent squat session where we see her taking full advantage of all the tools at her disposal here in the early part of her off-season. During her first 3 pro seasons, we've seen Alexander find ways to get better each and every year. And now that she's got a fresh off-season in front of her, something tells me that year number 4 will be her best ever. Although his contest season might already be officially in the books, one look at Michael Lockett's shredded glutes might make you think otherwise. This weekend, Cleveland's own took the stage as the featured guest poser at the NPC Continental, where we wowed fans in attendance with all that crazy-looking Michael Lockett muscle that we've become accustomed to over the years. 2016 was another step in the right direction for the second-year pro, who put together 3 more top 5 finishes while managing to make his way to the Olympia stage for the first time in his young career. When he's dialed in, Lockett has all the tools you could ask for in a top-tier pro, and if he can buckle down long enough to focus on making the necessary improvements to take his physique to the next level, this guy has a chance to be really, really scary dangerous. All systems seem to be a go so far this off-season for John Delarosa. Recently, Delarosa dropped some new progress photos showing off 270-plus pounds of solid off-season muscle to go along with some decent conditioning. Delarosa came into this season with heavy expectations heaped on his shoulders following a monster 2015 season. But even with 4 straight top 8 finishes to his credit, he never really seemed to take off the way many expected. Since he announced that he was shutting things down for the season, we've seen Delarosa's body really start to respond, and perhaps a little bit of well-earned R&R was just what his body needed. With an extended period to give himself time to recoup and grow, Delarosa seems like he's right where he needs to be. And next year he has the potential to come out and have a monster season right off the bat. Despite not making his way back to the Olympia stage this year, Maxx doesn't seem like he's missed a beat. Last weekend, Charles released some behind-the-scenes footage from a recent photo shoot where we see one of the craziest physiques in bodybuilding looking like he could step right out onto a stage now if he wanted to. Overall, it was a good year for Charles, who managed to finish top 7 or better in each of his 5 competitions, including 2 very good performances at the Arnold Classic and Arnold Asia. Over the last 2 years, we've seen Charles rise to become one of the top talents in the sport, and with a few key improvements in the right areas, I don't see any reason why he can't regain his Olympia form and get back to the big dance again next season. This year, we saw new talent come out of the woodwork in the 212 division, including a couple of pro debuts from guys like former NPC National middleweight champ David Paterik. After redshirting the entire 2015 season in an effort to pack on size, this year, Paterik brought his A-game to the Arctic Pro, where he placed top 10 in his pro debut. Recently, Paterik released a few new off-season update photos where he looks to be packing on plenty of new muscle as he heads into year number 2. When he's at the top of his game, Paterik has shown the ability to get flat-out nasty conditioning. So if he can pack on a few more quality pounds and hit the stage next year without having to sacrifice any of his conditioning, he might be able to sneak in and surprise a few people in the right lineups. And that does it for yet another edition of Muscle in the Morning, brought to you by RxMuscle Labs. Make your mark. Check out RxMuscleLabs.com today. I'm Dave Palumbo, reminding you to always be true to your passions, and make sure to follow us on Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram.